Alright, welcome to the Tower of Power. Too sweet to be sour. Sky's the limit and space is the place. Oh yeah. Okay, there. I got you hooked, lined, and now I'm gonna sink it into your booty. Okay, so this is a fucking spaghetti zone, okay? But the problem is... Okay, first let's mark this with something to denote this is how I got in here, because if I don't, I'm gonna have a bad time. Okay, so there's orcs. I can see orcs. Definitely orcs. I don't want to fall, because that's gonna suck. I don't have any mana. Let's do that first, and then we'll start levitating up, and then we'll work our way down. How's that sound? It sounds pretty good, Seth, is what it sounds like to me. Okay, let's go ahead and levitate. Another day in the life of the warrior clan. Gonna paint my likeness on the side of a van where we cast some spells off like knowledge. Fuck, I can't ever remember that whole part of the song. It's got one of my favorite, like, I ate a lacrota. I donned the Night Stalker and the lacrota. I think it's actually eats the lacrota because I'm pretty sure it's a reference to NetHack, but don't matter. I don't mind the text sometimes, the images it shows. I love that song. I love the song it's based off of, actually, which is Pepper by Butthole Surfers. Oh, fuck. Alright, we'll deal with that later. Let's take care of the connecting pieces first, and then we'll deal with the insides of the tower. This is a quest area as well. It's actually in Castle Daggerfall. It's what leads up to the vault room. And you're probably like, Seth, how do you know this? I've played this game a lot, dude. Not enough to memorize the dungeon layout specifically, but things like that, like you trust me and you trust me good. When you've played Daggerfall enough and you take it as seriously as people like me unfortunately do, you just know, okay? So let's mark this, because this is going to go down to the Tower of Power. That's just fantastic. Oh yeah! I'm gonna do that every now and then to fuck with you. Not really, that's just mean. What's my favorite impression to do, by the way? I don't know, it's Macho Man every time. You can't beat Macho Man Randy Savage, okay? The fucking... You know, it's hilarious, because I fucking hate, like, wrestling and shit, but... God damn, how can you dislike Macho Man Randy Savage? That man was so fucking gold. Oh yeah! My other favorite wrestler was Booker T, because he was badass. Him and, fucking, what's his name? Yeah, what's his name? That's helpful. Yeah, this is also a connecting module to this as well, because... Alright, so big brain time. When you play, the main quest, Daggerfall Castle is out there. You go to the left from Gothrid, and then you end up in there, and then you go up here, and then the northern piece is this, and then you're gonna shit your pants when I do this. You ready for this? So if we go past here, we're gonna enter a new module. Or a dead end. Because this would connect to the module that goes into Daggerfall Vaults. So, you see, this is why I say when you know how the generation works, you can use it in your favor to determine stuff easier. But, yeah, Booker T, man. Fucking love Booker T. Guy was a fucking monster truck. And he's still alive, so that says something, I guess, right? Everyone goes on and on about The Undertaker and shit. I'm like, yeah, The Rock is just omnipresent. He's in everything now. I'm tired of The Rock. I think everybody's tired of The Rock. Like, he... You know, I don't watch movies, partially because a lot of it's just bullshit and not made with any artistic integrity anymore. Of course, it's a fucking teleporter. That's awesome. That's a last-minute thing. We're gonna deal with that later. First of all, actually, let's go up to it now. #1 rule in Daggerfall. Telesave. Alright, this doesn't work. Good. That's probably for the better. So that is actually an exit spot. But this is why I say we'll leave this door open. We'll actually mark this with 3 because I want to make sure I know that if I end up getting teleported, I can end up over here. So that's why I'm not going to mark that whole area off. We came in through here. Okay. Anyways. Yeah, teleporters ain't no fucking joke. By the way, that thing could have been a teleporter. That's why I said you don't go running around just fucking hitting shit you don't know what it does in random dungeons. It's very deadly. And it can potentially fucking kill you or get you lost. Or teleport you to a spot that doesn't have a proper teleporter, and then you can get stuck permanently. So, anyways. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, my favorite wrestling. I don't know. Oh, movies, that's right. So, you know what I really want to see? I want to see a movie where The Rock just plays this fucking insane, just jacking off on people, screaming at the top of his lungs, twisting people's heads around, fucking breaking their bones and all that. I want to see that. I want to see The Rock be a bad guy again. That was like the golden age of The Rock. Like when he was in the Doom movie, which is a piece of shit. But, yeah, he was kind of a bad guy, you know? He kind of acted like a bad dude. Remember, jump and crouch, and then you can get through these doors. So, I want to see a movie like that, man. I miss when The Rock was a bad guy. He was a bad dude. He could hang out with the president, and, he would, fuck you, slaughter bitch. Slaughter cunt. There we go. That's what their new names are. Slaughter cunts. Oh, shit. Oh, shit, I'm gonna die. I'm probably gonna die if I'm not careful here. Okay, that was a dumb idea. Don't do what I just did. We'll deal with this section later. Climb out. There we go. Water is such a pain in the ass. Oh, damn it. We'll save rest over here. Fuck! You see how I know that? Because I've played this game enough to know what modules are gonna spawn in what. But yeah, dude, I miss The Rock being a bad guy. That was cool. Hi. Holy shit, he just warped into existence. How's it going, dude? So, we don't get that anymore, you know? The Rock is just, I'm The Rock. I'm a happy man. I don't doubt that he probably at one point said he didn't want people to think he's a bully and he's just a human being. But fuck me, man. I miss when The Rock was a scary-looking motherfucker. Kind of like Goldberg or whatever his name was. That dude looked like a fucking monster. I love that. Or like John Cena. Am I right? John Cena was like cool at first, and then we all just kind of realized he was a douchebag hard-ass. I mean, he's not a bad dude, but his character is... Well, in this day and age, he's just turning into The Rock, you know? Let's see if there's some treasure up here. No? Oh, that's sad. You see, I never actually liked wrestling. I had a friend who liked wrestling, and I made him cry once because I told him wrestling wasn't real and he didn't want to believe me. I kind of felt bad, but at the same time, I really didn't. Because I told him, and you know what really got him? I said, so do you really think The Undertaker's dead when he has a Wikipedia page? And he's alive and it says his real name, and he got really red in the face and started to cry, and I don't feel bad. Okay, anyways. Yeah, professional wrestling has never been my thing. I have literally absolutely zero attachment to it. I like the wrestling games because they're just kind of stupid and jank and awkward and they don't play right. I have WWF Royal Rumble on the Genesis behind me, if you're curious. I have SmackDown vs. Raw, the first one, then SmackDown vs. Raw 06 and 07, and then I had a friend who... He fucking had, like, every single goddamn one. I'm talking, like, No Mercy, Shut Your Mouth, Bring the Pain, all those things, you know. I've played all those games. I know you're probably like, did you really? Yes. And did I like them? Maybe. I don't know. I like the ability to make big titty ladies fight other big titty ladies. That was pretty cool. Other than that, not really exactly my cup of tea. They always control so awkwardly. I don't know what it is about wrestling games, but they always have, like, the worst control in a video game I've ever played. Like, I'm sure there's people that are like, oh, you're just doing it wrong. And I wholeheartedly admit I'm probably in that category of people. But, for me, they always just don't feel right. And this is coming from somebody who's played Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat most their entire life. So it's a possibility that I'm just not the kind of person in terms of fighting games to enjoy them. That's entirely possible. Or it's just a possibility that the engines are jank and awkward and and unfinished and rushed out like Madden games. That's a very distinct possibility, and I think I might be onto something here when I say that too. But if I had a favorite, SmackDown vs. Raw 2000, like the original one, dude, that one was fucking the bomb. It had bra and panty matches. What more do you have to say, right? Nothing fulfills a horny teenager's dreams more than a game that lets you do that. So that's all I can say. It's very easy to determine what kind of stuff I'm into as a male, right? I like the big boobies. Oh, I can't take it off. Damn it, you know, but like, as a kid, it was fun to make characters like, you know, I made the entire cast of Mortal Kombat, and I used like the pay-per-view mode, and I played manager mode with an MK cast before. It was a lot of fun. I made Reptile, and it was very fun. I had him beat the entire career in 05 as a like SmackDown and a Raw dude, and it was fun. You know, the thing that's interesting to me about professional wrestling is it's absolutely bullshit fake, but the physicality behind it's still required, and that's what makes it somewhat interesting. And you know, I'm not going to deny that there's actual talent that goes into it. There's a lot of physical and emotional talent that it takes to be a physical actor like that. And I'm not going to sit there and say it's stupid. It's just not my cup of tea. It's stupid if you believe it's real. And by the way, level up, motherfuck. I just want int. That's all I ever want. I only want int and agility. So that's cool. And by the way, we're not timed in this dungeon, so we can take as much time as we need. We don't need to worry as much. And like I said, we're looking for a parcel of notes. Okay, so this just loops down to here again. It's pretty safe to assume I've cleared this spot out, because... and I'm safe dropping that thing. I know what that lever will do. What it'll do is it'll move a platform that's up there that's got a treasure pile on top of it, and it'll make a bridge for non-magic classes. So I do know what's up there. I'm not that stupid. It can possibly contain a quest locale, but it's likely that it is the area that has it, but we'll have to check it when we get there. We have to do the side stuff first. But yeah, I think wrestling has never been my thing. It's just... I don't know, I grew up in like the 90s, and my dad had me watch a lot of boxing and shit, so in my mind, fighting is like boxing and stuff, right? It's not like pro wrestling. I don't even know why they call it professional wrestling. It's a very odd name for it. Okay, so this is the... we'll do the top of this, right? I think that's the safe thing to do. Come on, get fucking gone. There we go. Oh, there's no treasure pile this time. That's sad. Alright, so we're gonna have to hover across this. And now's a good time to demonstrate Dispel. Levitate, and there we go. So we can actually do that. I think that can also dispel magic curses, but don't quote me on that. I think it should. I don't know why it wouldn't. Not sure about permanent effects. I'm not sure what that'll do, like from enchantments. I don't think I'd want to find out. Okay, so we've been here at one point in time. So it's not... Alright, this in case I wrap around it, because I don't know where that's at in relation to where we're at right now. So we can mark this as the top of this is done. We can levitate across. So yeah, those levers will just move this boulder thing over. Boulder thing! It's called a bridge, Seth. Jesus Christ. You wanted to be a teacher at one point in time, didn't you? Okay. I did, actually. I'm glad I didn't, because it was completely pointless. And I don't think I wanted to be a teacher either, so it's not really... it's not really a huge deal. Ooh, yeah, it's not a real deal, yeah. I have a feeling we're very close to finding the fucking letters because we've mapped out a lot of this dungeon at this point. There's not very much more left to it if I had to guess. I think... Oh, Z levels. This is what makes it complex to me. Okay, so this is the Tower of Power. We're gonna have to mark that we've been through here at one point in time. That way, if I do have to go in that area, I don't have to go all the way through it again. Alright, so this Z level might drop down to here. This is the only parts in dungeons that actually confuse me because... Uh-oh. Let's... Shit! I never gave myself a... Oh, hell. This could be bad, so... Okay, if I go over to... Yeah, I've been poisoned. Okay. This could be bad. So if you get poisoned... I don't think I can dispel that, can I? No, I didn't think so. I didn't make my... Oh, shit. I didn't actually give myself a cure poison. Not yet. So the best thing I can do is... Well, let me check and see if I have... I don't know what that does. I don't want to find out. Not yet, at least. I don't want to find out the hard way. So we're poisoned, which... That sucks a lot. It could be a statistical poison. If any of these skills goes down to 0, I die. This could be bad. Let me think. So it doesn't appear to be a health poison. It's more of a statistical poison, which is not much better because our personality is low. Let me see if I can make a save. Doomed? So, this could be really shitty, but we'll see how this plays out. So this is the there it is! Death certificate. Well, how fitting if it's what I end up having to do, right? Well, I can probably recall to a church or something. Let's go ahead and read the death certificate, because it's actually important. It's this one. Okay. 2 days I was sealed within this crypt without food or water. I do not know whether hunger or poor health or one of the creatures who share this dank hole with me will kill me first. I only know that I will soon be dead, and not even my bones will remain. My hope is that in the years that come, this letter will be read and the sad story of Kachukda, Prince of Sentinel, will be told. I am 15 years old at the time of writing this, and I have been plagued with bad health for most of my life, and to the frustration of my hearty parents. The finest healers and apothecaries in Western Tamriel have labored over my every cough and fever, but while they could save my life time to time again, they could not improve my sickly constitution. In retrospect, I received little real affection from the king and queen, embarrassed as they were about begetting such a cripple as the heir of their kingdom. I cannot say I missed the love. I received much attention from the doctors, priests, and herbalists constantly at court. Certainly I was not afraid to be the sort of warrior that King Cameron was, but one of my dearest friends, a priest of Stendar, said that I might be the first scholar king in the history of Sentinel. My younger sister, Abkai, was the true favorite of my parents. Athletic, beautiful, and charming. It is hard to think of an uncomplimentary word for her. I am resigned to my imminent death, and yet I would like to see her once again. For 6 years, Abkai and I were the only children of Sentinel. 8 years ago, the queen had a boy named Boychild, and named him Greklith, after the ancient Redguard word for strong king. Few spoke that tongue any longer, but all the scholars and nobles of Hammerfell understood, and Greklith is a strong boy indeed. I have never seen him so much as cough. That's a very... I had never seen so much as seen him cough. That is literally the definition of overdoing it. The Queen's next child, born only a year after Grecklith, had an even more ominous birth name, Lothton, second boy. Perhaps had I been less sheltered, more suspicious by nature, I might have read into these nominations. Lothton and Grecklith are common enough names in our family, I reason. Now I know that even then, I was disinherited, even if it was not official yet. For several months before Lothon's birth, and over 3 years afterward, I was in the throes of a very serious fever. The doctors despaired for me, but somehow, and very, very gradually, I recovered. For the first time and the last, I read an expression on my father, the king's face, that was not indifference. It was disgust. That was a fortnight ago. 3 nights ago, I was seized by men, and I had never seen while I was having a walk. My nursemaid stood by watching placidly as I gagged and tied and thrown roughly into a sack. I do not know how long they rode with me, but I eventually left here. When I finally freed myself from my bonds, I found that I was alone. My wanders have gotten me nowhere. The place is filled with undead creatures that prevent me from finding any exit. I have no hope left, but no fear either. A few regrets. Perhaps had I studied magic instead of history and science, I could free myself from this place. One of my tutors told me the story of the Underking, how he had placed his life force in the body of a powerful being and had thus conquered all Tamriel long, long ago. Had I only had the strength of a powerful body like that. But I did not study magic. I studied history. So I leave this letter, not to revenge myself, but as an historic document. So, pretty clear that there's a huge disparity between, you know, the royalty and their crippled son, basically. So he was essentially sacked and then thrown into here. Which, that's kind of not a cool thing. You don't do that to your kid, you know. So, what is my... Am I still poisoned? I am still poisoned. What are my stats at, though, is the main question. 19! I gotta get my ass to a temple. Or something, quickly. But yeah, you can tell that they really didn't like him very much. And, they kind of stuffed him in there. Kind of a good reason to not talk about that, isn't it? In a political setting. So like I said, they, the people in Sentinel may not be as bad as somebody in, say, like, what's it called? Yeah, what's it called? You know, that one place. Let's see if I can get to a healer. May not survive. Oh shit, I made it. Perfect. I can't believe I did that. This is why I don't like poison as much as you'd think. So am I cured? No. I'm still poisoned. Shit. I need someone to rub their magic titties on me. I'll become better, I promise. Please. Jesus. No. 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 You have no diseases! Cure my poison, you jackass! Fuck. Oh, you gotta be shitting me. Oh, I can't even look at their books. I thought there was a cure poison in here. Hey, can you get this out of me? No? Hell. I mean, let's test something real fast. Let's join the guild, sure. Speak to our trainers and... Okay, cool. Will not charge you for any herb needed depending on the disease. Okay. Yes! Thank you! I think that might have saved my ass. I made a very impromptu decision to devote my life. I'm gonna be like fucking Kratos now. I'm still poisoned. I should be able to buy like an antidote, I'm pretty sure though. Buy some pots. I can't buy the pot! Daedra summoning. Can you summon something out of me? Can I make potions yet? No. Well, that's fine. I despise your kind. You have no diseases. Can I make a donation? How about a gold? But I caution you thinking that RK is for hire for any sort of transgressor. You're welcome. Am I doomed still? I might be. We probably should check that out. Let's go to the Mages Guild. And actually, no, let's be smart. Let's ask where a Mages Guild is. Oh, fucking, why? Don't be that way. Fates! Any Mages Guild. Umbakwan! We'll go there. How about that? Or I could just check the map and see what's the closest possible so I don't get fucking killed. Well, that's Lanicia. Well, yeah, we're really close to actual Sentinel. So let's see, am I still poisoned? That's the main question. No. Yeah, I'm healthy again. Okay, we're fine. That could have been really shitty. If your stats deteriorate too far down to a 0, even if it's one that's not critical, like your personality or whatever, you will just drop dead. And that's not a fun thing to have happen, obviously. So, first things first, we can drop this off to Loten, but I would prefer to make a cure before I do anything else. Let's go find the Mages Guild, which actually, in hindsight, isn't even probably open yet. Oh, dicks. Well, apparently it's not. It was probably open, and I just fucked it. Yeah, they're still open. Cool, I might have enough time. Alright, so that's... Like you can tell, Sentinel's not exactly guilt-free when it comes to the shit that they've done to, their people here. It's not the worst. It's not like on the fucking level of Wayrest, but... no, I want to break free! I don't need to cure disease, because I actually have immunity to disease on. But I will definitely need cure poison. That's something that, when it comes up, it can be a real problem. And I'm lucky that it didn't kill my ass. Because it's not... It doesn't seem like it's that bad. Because you might be used to something like, I don't know, Skyrim or even Oblivion, where Oblivion diseases aren't really that bad. But in Arena and Daggerfall, shit, dude, diseases could fucking end your ass. Oh, without hesitation, I'm now a conjurer. Alright. Let's see. Most all items are available for purchase. Our keeper is forever looking for new articles. Generous. Hope you will find this honor useful. Thanks, friend. You're the best. Conjurer, I think, is rank 5 or 4. I'm not sure. There we are. Let's go ahead and make a cure. Let's see. Cure... Poison. And we'll do that. That's something that I sorely lack. Also could use... I'm thinking if I want it. Can I afford it? Spell reflection, good. I have enough money to probably craft all this. And then we want... Okay, still have enough money. Resist magic. And we also are gonna want... spell absorption. I feel like you can spell absorption with a B. Am I wrong? Absorption? Absorption? Maybe I'm just stupid. And just in case, spell res. Perfect. There. That's something we genuinely needed to do. Because I completely didn't think about doing it. I'll put these right around here. Actually, I think we can get rid of this. We don't need that anymore. Featuring Kevin Bacon. It doesn't show the whole thing. Damn it. Featuring Kevin Bacon. I want to change the name. Okay, Water. We'll just call it Water World. How about that? That's probably better. Yeah, I think that's fine. Actually, no. Let's put Cure Poison under there so I can actually remember I have it. And let's go and see if I can get some training in. Let's go Alteration. Yay, we got some training too, so that's something. How much stuff do I have in my wagon is the main question. Do I have anything with me? Okay, looks like I already did that. Yay, I was smart. Okay. So, this is the other weird caveat of palaces. So there's main palaces in every single main city. There might be some I've never seen before in like the other odd, like obscure places, but they're technically dungeons, so they don't have a time limit. So they're open technically all day. Fuck hotties with the same dick all day. We eat power lines and generators. One time we shut Detroit City out for like 11 hours. We the wickedness believe that. We do. Stevie Wonder Boy can see that shit he do. Rip your head off and swing it by the hair until we get blood everywhere. Motherfucker, get your wicked on. That's about enough of that. This is what I most feared. Porkachukta. As I promised, here's what I've learned about Lysandus. I don't know how much of this is secret, but I trust you. Lysandus is in love with his court sorceress, a noble woman named Midori Direni, and during the war with us, his queen found out. They say that while her husband was gone, Queen Minisera banished Medora from the court. My sister Abkai is queen now, part of the treaty to ensure peace, but Minisera still resides at Castle Daggerfall as the Dowager Queen Mother. I don't know where Medora went, but I know she has an enormous castle somewhere on the Isle of Balfiera. But I also heard there is some kind of curse on her and she can never leave. I don't know if that helps you, but that's all I know. Again, thank you for Kachukda's letter. Just knowing what happened will ease my heart somewhat. Please take this formal cloak as a token of my appreciation. What does it do, dude? Unknown. That's helpful. We'll ID that later. So, yeah, man. If you couldn't gather the information from there, that's why Queen Abkai, or Abki, is queen in Daggerfall currently. But also, keep in mind, he pointed out that they banished, what's her name? So, they kept her still around, but she was technically just kind of there without any real power. Since, technically, she's blood related to the other members of the family. I hope I got that correct, but essentially, this is one reason, and I'll say it up front, because I don't want to do that quest line later, but we'll get into that later. Essentially, one of the reasons that the letters never were received by the Emperor at the time is because technically, at that time, the Dowager Queen was in charge. So, theoretically, by the time they got there, she was no longer the queen, and it was Abkai, right? So that is one of the reasons why there's such a complete clusterfuck in terms of the letters. But we'll get into that later, so I'm going to call it here. Hope you guys really enjoyed this one. I certainly had a fun time. Ooh, yeah! It was great. So, yeah, I'm going to take a quick break, and I'll see ya in the next one.